Perfect. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started here and kick this thing off. 1 second, get us set up. So, I wanted to talk today about the hidden energy in your name. And this is actually pretty cool because you can add up the letters in your name and discover what your number is in several different ways. So, I'm going to go through a brief introduction of what name alchemy is and how it relates to creating that for yourself. So, grateful that you guys have taken the time to join me today. My name is Michelle Hummel. I'm the founder of Sacred Sound Sanctuary and the Sacred Healers community. So, we're actually going to be exploring the intersection of sound, soul, energy to help you align more deeply with your life purpose. So, I've been working with sound, vibration, and spiritual decoding for many, many years. And one of the most magical things I've discovered is how our names carry a sacred frequency. So your name is not random, it's a vibrational key that unlocks aspects of your soul story. So before we begin, I want to take a deep breath together to ground into the space. So just let's pause and breathe together. Deep breath in, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Let yourself arrive, body, mind, and soul, right here, right now. Okay. So I want you to set an intention for what you'd like to receive from this workshop. Maybe it's clarity about your life path. Maybe it's confirmation of your gifts, or just simply to remember the beauty of who you already are. So here's what we'll be diving into during our hour together. We're going to show how every letter carries its own vibration and archetype, creating your unique sound signature. We're going to go over how to calculate your expression number, the vibration of your full name and what it reveals about your soul's themes, the hidden words and meanings inside your name through what we call lexigrams, and how your birth name and brand name, which means your company name, tells the story of your inner and outer purpose. So I'll also be doing a few live mini name readings. So if you'd like to volunteer, stay tuned. I'll invite you to just add your name to the chat and even your brand name. So we'll do that a little bit later. But before we dive in, I'd love to get to know a little bit about you all. So go ahead and type in the chat where you're joining us from. So whatever city or state you're joining, I always like to see how far we reach. Awesome. Jamila's in Tampa. Daryl's in Jacksonville, a lot of Florida folks. I'm actually here in Orlando. Mira's in Central Florida. We got, oh, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Wow. Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Excellent. Awesome. Miami, Florida. Perfect. Okay, great. So we've got quite a few folks from all over. Excellent. Love to see that. Also, what inspired you guys to come into this session today? Is this something that you've done before? Are you familiar with numerology and how your name adds up? You could type a yes if you have done name numbering, or no if this is, yeah, Jamila's first time. Awesome. Daryl's new, Belinda's new. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this is exciting. So yeah, you guys have a lot to learn about this. It's pretty cool. Curiosity, right? And definitely Renisha. Perfect. All right, well, we'll get on to it here. Love that. So I want you to grab your notebook and pen if you have one handy. If you need to jump in another room and grab it, or if you just want to use your phone, maybe the Notes app or even your desktop, Word doc. And I want you to write down two names, right? And so your full birth name, exactly as it appears on your birth certificate, right? So fully spelled out. So we can kind of take a look at your full name. And then I want you to also write down your current brand name, right? The one you use most in your work or on social media. Because these are the two names that we'll be decoding together today, and your soul name and your world name. That's really what we call that. The soul name is the name you were born with, and your world name is kind of your brand name, if you will. So let's go ahead and begin our journey into the sacred language of letters. So the foundation of name alchemy, you're about to see your name in a completely new light, right? So now that we've grounded and we're connected, let's begin the journey. So every single letter in your name carries its own vibration, tone, and archetype, right? Just like musical notes from a song, letters from the melody of you. It's literally your name is a song, if you will. So you want to think of your name as a sacred mantra. And each sound you make when you say it out loud has an energetic frequency that speaks to your subconscious and to the universe. So let me explain kind of the energy of letters, right? So in ancient traditions, from Hebrew mysticism to Sanskrit to numerology, letters were considered sacred symbols, not just sounds. So each one was believed to hold a creative power, a unique note in the cosmic symphony. So, for example, the letter A vibrates with beginnings, leadership, and independence. It's a strong, pioneering sound. And the letter B carries nurturing, supportive energy, like the vibration of a mother holding space. Whereas the letter C is creative, expressive, communicative, and it opens the throat chakra and invites flow. So type in the chat, what's the first letter of your first name? And let's see if we can feel the energy of our group today. Okay, so we have an R, a J, an M. Awesome. Oh boy, we got lots coming in. C, a D, a B, an A. Love that. R, excellent, excellent. Okay. So we have lots of A's, as we can see. We got quite a few R's. Actually, we have a few R's, 2 R's. We have other A's. So just trying to see how many we have the same. Kind of interesting, right? So we have a lot. If you're an A, you're considered a bold leader. And let's see if we see an M, those are my healers and teachers. So I already see some folks here in the room that resonate, definitely. So the frequency of sound, right? The sound is vibration, it's energy in motion. So when you speak your name, you are literally activating its frequency in your energy field. So each letter resonates in a part of the body. So lower tones like M, N, and O resonate in the chest and heart, whereas higher tones like E, I, and Y resonate in the head and the crown. So when you say your name aloud, you're tuning your body like an instrument, which is pretty cool. So let's feel the vibration. Let's try something together. So let's take a deep breath in, and on your next exhale, slowly say your full first name out loud, as if you're letting the sound move through your entire body. So we'll take a deep breath in and just exhale and say your full first name out loud. So for me, it would be Michelle, right? So you just feel your name literally going through your entire body. So I'll let you guys do that a few times. Just kind of feel your name. So we'll take about 10, 15 seconds for this. Now say it again. This time, imagine each letter glowing as you speak it. And notice how it feels in your body. So do you feel warmth, expansion, tingling, calmness, right? So go ahead and again, say your name, but imagine every single letter glowing. So as you say it, right? And you can feel the power of each letter. And then you want to share in the chat, when you do this, do you feel anything interesting like warmth, expansion, tingling, calmness when you say your name slowly and you imagine each letter glowing as you speak it, right? So if you're comfortable, you can share one word in the chat and say like how it made you feel after saying that. Some people might say it's beautiful, empowering, peaceful. You know, there's different frequencies that your name might make you feel when you really let it resonate through your whole system. So obviously what we understand now from numerology is that your name isn't random. It's literally your soul's signature, right? Calm and warmness. Okay, Mira, I love that. Thank you for sharing. And so it's how Daryl said peaceful, love it. It's how your spirit chose to express itself in sound and form, right? So when you combine the sound of your name with the symbolism of each letter, you create a blueprint, a frequency map of who you are at your essence. So later in our workshop, we're going to take this even deeper by translating your name into numbers and uncovering your expression number. But first, I want you to begin thinking of your name as an energy field that speaks to your destiny, right? So let's move on to the next layer of name alchemy, which is the numerology piece, where you'll learn how to decode that sound into numbers and discover the hidden meanings behind your full name. So now that you've felt the energy and tone of your name, let's move into one of my favorite parts, which is the numerology. Numerology is the ancient study of how numbers carry vibration and meaning. So just like letters, numbers are alive with frequency. They tell a story about your soul's personality, gifts, and purpose. So each number from 1 to 9 represents a different archetype. a specific way your energy expresses itself in this lifetime. So when we decode your name into numbers, we uncover what's called your expression number, sometimes also known as your destiny number, and it reveals the essence of who you came here to be. So let's kind of go step by step on how to calculate this. So again, you want to grab your notebook for this part, or your Word doc, or your phone. So we want to write your full birth name exactly as it appears on your birth certificate, first, middle, and last name. Now we're going to assign each letter a number using what we call the Pythagorean numerology chart, which you'll see. I'm going to put it in the chat actually here in a moment. So let me grab that chart for you. And this is how we're going to add up all of the letters. Okay, let me drop this in the chat. Okay, so when you look at your name, like my name is Michelle, so I know that M is a 4, I is a 9, C is a 3. Basically, if you have your calculator handy, you'll want to basically add all of the letters up in your entire name. And this is how we will determine what your destiny number is. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a chance to do that. It might take you just a few moments, and go ahead and get that number in line. And when you get that number, you can even type it in the chat, and that way I'll know that everybody's kind of got their number, and then we'll kind of go from there. So here's what we'll do. Let's start with the first name, because this is a lot of numbers, right? So let's just get the number for your first name. So let's just add up like Michelle. So for me, let's see if I get my calculator. I'll do the same for me. So there's so my number is 4 for my first name. You get an 11, a 22, or a 33, keep that number because that number is a master number. So those are kind of special. So like a quick example together for my name would be a 4, right? We add up the numbers. If we had the name Anna, it would be 1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So with Anna's expression number would be 3. So that number equals creativity, joy, and communication. The 3 energy is all about self-expression, artistry, and emotional authenticity. So these people are natural storytellers, teachers, and performers. So who wants to play, right? If you'd like me to walk through your expression number live, just type your full name in the chat, which we don't have to do that actually, because you already have your number. I appreciate that. And I'll choose 1 or 2 people as examples. So actually, let's take a look at this. Yeah, so for example, if we use Maria Lopez, right? Then that's a lot of 1s and 9s. So that combination tells me that that person is a visionary with a strong inner fire, that you're meant to lead with purpose, and all of that. So we'll take a little closer look at that. I have a little cheat sheet, kind of what each number equals. So let's go ahead and dive in. So Carol, we'll start with you. You are a 9. So the 9 number equals compassion. So this energy for a 9 person is humanity. And it also contains healing and completion. So you're very much in a healer capacity. So that's really where your first name is reflecting healing energy. And then AK is 6. So your number resonates with harmony. So the theme is harmony, love, service, responsibility. So that's really the essence of what your first name is pulling in. And Todd is a 7, so that equals the theme of spirituality. So this is very introspective, wisdom, mystery. Those are some of the keywords that reflect in the number 7. And Belinda is a 2, which is a theme of partnership, sensitivity, intuition, and balance. And let's see, what is a Y? Let's see, did we not have the Y? Y is a 7. There you go. So the 7 is the Y. Okay, Carol, yep, you're a 9. So we're going to do a full count for you as well here in a moment. We have another, do we have an 8? Yes, we have an 8, and that's power. So that one is ambition, manifestation, abundance, number 8. And okay, perfect. So let's take a look at a few more of these. So again, this is called your expression number or your destiny number. And it shows us what we're evolving toward, right? The energy our soul is mastering in this lifetime. So that's really what we want to reflect on. When I gave you those keywords, this is what we're reflecting on and mastering in this um, lifetime. So let me take a look closer here. Rita, yes, let's take some questions. When I add it equal to 19, so I then add 1 plus 9. Exactly. 9 plus 1 is 10. So your number is 1, Jamila. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, 34. So you add 4 plus 3 is 7. 33 plus 1. Yes. So if you want to drop me, to make it easier, because we have quite a few people in the chat, if you want to drop me the full number that you have, literally when you add up your first name, middle name, and last name, every single letter up, then I can give you what your overall destiny number is. And that's basically what you're trying to master in this lifetime. And you may have already said that, but we were kind of looking at the first name for a start, and now we can look at the entire name. So that might take you a moment. You might need to scroll up on the chat because we have all of these beautiful letters and numbers. I can actually post it again if that helps. Kind of bring it back down in the chat. Desire number. So feel free to keep that link handy. You guys can dive into that a little bit more as well. But yeah, this is a great start to the training here. So beautiful work, everyone. You know, we've just decoded the vibration of your name into a living number, your soul's frequency in action. So next we're going to have a little more fun, right? We're going to uncover even deeper layers of meaning by exploring the hidden words within your name through what we call lexigrams, right? And this is the secret language of your soul. So now that we've explored the numbers within your name, let's look at another magical layer, which are the words hidden inside it. This is actually one of my most favorite things to do. So this is called a lexigram. Lexigrams are like spiritual puzzles. They reveal secret messages, patterns, and insights hidden within the letters of your name. They're almost like your soul whispering to you through language. So the word lexigram comes from the root lexi, meaning word, and gram, meaning message. So when you rearrange the letters of your name, you often find meaningful words or phrases that describe who you are, what you do, or what your soul is here to express. So for example, if your name contained the words or the letters L, O, V, and E, it's no coincidence that love shows up, right? That vibration is literally encoded right into your name's frequency. So sometimes you'll find words like heal, teach, art, star, free, light, or even rich. So these are all vibrational clues, reflections of what you naturally radiate. So let's play with mine as an example. So when I take the letters in Michelle Hummel, I can find words like heal, muse, lime, elm, hum, and clue. So how beautiful is that, right? Heal reminds me that my work is in healing. Muse represents my creative energy. And hum, the vibration, is literally part of my name, reminding me that sound is my medicine, whether I'm providing it for others or even for myself. So it's always magical when the words line up perfectly with your soul's calling. So now it's your turn. Let's grab your notebook and write out all of the letters of your full name in one line, right? And let's take a few moments to scan your letters and see what words you notice right away. Now, I don't want you guys to overthink it, just let your intuition guide you. And then you can look for short words, 3 to 5 letters, or ones that jump out immediately. So I'm going to give you a few seconds again to write down your name, full name, your first name, middle name, and last name. And then if you'd like to, you can actually share the words that you found in the chat. You can type 1 or 2 words you discovered, and I'd love to see what your name is revealing to you. So go ahead and let's do that. And I have another tool that I can use also to sort of get this information quickly. So we'll take a look at this. Yeah, so every letter, every word in your name has a purpose. Awesome. So we have the word star. Beautiful. Love that. That could resonate with maybe your soul family. A lot of potential there with that. Let me put some names here. Let me see if I can grab a name. We have Daryl, Andrew, Whiting. Let's see what beautiful words we can find with this. I have a little tool that I can take a look at and see what kind of can come out quickly. Let's try that. And if you want to volunteer your full name, I can do some lexigrams for you and see what I find. All right, let me go ahead and grab that name really quick. All right, while you guys are working, I'll do a little help. If you want to drop your full name in the chat, I can use my tool to see what things jump out. I'm going to start with Daryl, see if there's anything spelled out for me. Check the chat here. Let's see. Okay, we got, you can't find any Diane. Okay, we'll definitely take a look. Sometimes they're not super intuitive. Let's see. It's working. My tool is working at the moment. Okay, Renisha, you see one. Hen and sun, those are the ones I see that stand out. Beautiful. Diane Sue, Todd, Carol. Okay. Let's see. Heart. Ooh, beautiful. Rave, tame, gave, game, raven. Beautiful, Rita. Yeah, that's excellent. Interesting, isn't it? You know, for mine, I just was shocked to see hum and even the word music in my name. Michelle Hummel literally has the word music in it and has the word hum, and it's literally the sound sanctuary is what I'm doing. So I think that's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out, Carol. We'll help you out with this. So I'm gonna start with Daryl. Daryl, let's see what I'm finding for you. Beautiful words here, Daryl. We have earth, heart, rain. We have wind. We have train, learn, grew. Let's see. No, this, let me check it. Let's get the solid ones. Heart is big. That's a big one. Wow. That one stands out for you. Spiritual symbolic words, earth, heart, angel, hearing, rain, rainy, earth angel. Each word individually valid. Wow. Earth, heart. That's beautiful. Rainy earth heart. A wandering heart, a great warden, earth angel in rain, hearing earth, hearing rain. Wow, that's beautiful. That's fantastic. Okay, so that was Daryl. Let's take a look. Jamila, if you're still here, let's try your name and see what we can find quickly. This one, Jamila Dunbar. Just needs a moment to think. All right, it's thinking. Anybody else have any? Very interesting. I know, right? Never did this before. Yeah, this is cool. I hadn't done this. I did this years ago, and then I just got reintroduced to it, and I was like, wow, where did I lose sight of this? Because hey, you're still here. Perfect. Yeah, because music and sound and humming, I mean, I'm just like, this is crazy to me. And you know what's even more interesting that we're going to talk about here is I did the same thing with my parents and my sister, and they all have a path that resonates with my family. Like it's actually amazing. Wow, touching and emotional. Never did this before. I love that for you, Daryl. Yeah, yours is blowing me away. Like it literally has phrases like earth angel and rain, like hearing earth, hearing rain. I have chills, like a wandering heart, rainy earth heart. Like this is beautiful. Love that for you. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So let's check in with Jamila. So let's see what we can get to the good stuff. Wow, a lot of angels in this room. So it has some fun lexigram phrases for you. Angel aura aligned, a grand realm, a dream garden, Mandela dream realm, a brave leader, literally is spelled out in your name, angel in a dreamland. Wow, that is amazing. One that it really channeled for you is a Mandela dream, angel aura aligned. So that's very interesting that it found all of that. You have also angel, garden, aligned, mandala, lunar, aura, angel. Let's see what else is jumping out at me. Dream, dreamland, that whole word is in their name? Bold, brave, lead, leader, very powerful. So, wow, that's amazing, Jamila. You have a lot of beautiful words in your name that resonate with your destiny. Yeah, that's amazing. I keep seeing angels, guys. A bunch of angels in my room. I love to see that. Um, let's see. So I'm going to scroll back a little bit and grab some more names here. Uh, Diane Sue Arp. Can't find any. Let's try to find some there for you. I'm sure there'll be some in here. Okay, so I have Diane Sue Arp. Let's try that, see what we get. And then Todd, you're next. Just checking to see what names I have here available to look at while it's thinking. And if you guys want to throw some names and words, if you will. Yeah, rain for Rita. That's beautiful. Love that. And so this might have some hidden meaning for you guys, right? Because I know it did for me. Like when I clearly saw the word music in my name, I was like floored because I'm all about sound. I actually, it's an interesting story. When I was in band, I was a flutist and I found out that I was playing by ear better than I was playing by music. Like I could read musical notes, you know, every good boy does fine. But what I found is that when I heard somebody play the instrument, the flute, literally next to me, and I heard her play it a few times, I could play it no problem. I didn't even need to read the music. I just literally listened, heard the notes, and then I would play it. Well, it got me in trouble because I wasn't the first chair flutist, but what happened is while it's thinking, it's still actually thinking on your name there. What happened is I actually was not first chair flutist, but I practiced my scales at my grandma's house where you have to go do, 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 do. And so the funny thing is when they came to me and I did my scales, everyone else is doing it super slow and methodical. When it got to me, I was like Jethro Tull on a flute. I was like so fast. And my guy was like, "Whoa, can you do this again?" Like my band teacher. I'm like, "Yeah, I can do this again." And he's like, "Okay, your first flute now." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. You know, that's great." So then what happened is when I had this girl sitting next to me, they noticed that I wasn't really playing the music as soon as it was put in front of me. I was kind of just pretending to play the flute until I could hear the person next to me playing it a few times, and then I would play the song. So the next challenge was he put me out in the hallway with a sheet of music and I looked at it and I was like, I don't really know how to play this. And he looked at me like I was crazy because, you know, here I am, first flutist, and I can't really read the music. And I told him, like, I can't really read music as fast as I can do it after I hear it. So he never demoted me. He never put me back to like last flute chair or whatever. But it's just been in my life, I found that musically, I have like a perfect pitch hearing. Like I can, my mom would used to play guitar and she would tune the guitar. And I would get so tired of her strumming the guitar and trying to get the tune right. And I'm like, Mommy, just hand me the guitar so I can tune it for you. Because I was so tired of hearing it. And she handed it to me and I was just like, ding, 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 ding. And I tuned it and I handed it back and I got back to my toys. And she was just like, what in the world? So I don't know. It's a gift that I came into this lifetime with, and here we are. So crazy stuff. You guys will probably have some aha moments understanding these amazing words. So we're looking now at Diane Sue Arp, and let's see what beautiful words. So right now I see the word pure, idea, sea, sun, rain. I see rise. I see sand. I see sun, rain, sea, aura. You also have aura in your name. That's beautiful. And okay, here we go with the lexigram style phrases. So I see a pure aura, literally in your name. That's gorgeous. A dear aid, rain and sunrise, a sane, pure aura, read and rise, earn pride. So that is beautiful. Diane, you said you couldn't find anything. Well, guess what? There's some beautiful stuff in there, especially a pure aura. That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. Um, Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going back. Todd Patrick Curran, are you still with us? Please try this name. Let's see what we can find for you, Todd. Um, okay, we'll give that one a chance to think. And we have Carol here as well. Beautiful. You see nothing, Carol? Oh no, we'll find something. Don't worry. Very interesting. Okay, just going back to the chat. Grit. That's cool, Rita. You see grit. That's yeah, that's probably hard work right there. Great. And Rita, beautiful. Let's see. Time. Ooh, that's a beautiful one too, Rita. I'm happy to do yours as well. Rita, I see you have Rita or Trinita, so I'm not sure what your name is. If you want to drop your whole name in the chat, I'm happy to do the whole like phrase. I think the phrases are pretty amazing because it's literally pulling in multiple words. I can happily do that for you. Here we go. Todd Patrick Huron. We have the word art, arc, radiant captain. Wow, these are powerful words. Cardiac, which is heart energy. Prana is in your name, life force. Auric, which also means aura. Actor, art, daring. Um, no, it doesn't have daring actually because there's no G. It was hoping to have that. We have radiant captain, prana, auric, actor, art, train. Very powerful masculine words there. Paint. Let's see what else. So the spiritual words we're seeing is tarot. You literally have the word tarot in your name. That's beautiful. Prana, auric, radiant, acorn, which can be seed or potential. So if we spell out the lexigram style, we have a radiant auric prana, a tarot captain, a radiant tarot captain, trained to act, paint, print, and art. So that's pretty fascinating, right? What's amazing is the war is in my name, and I was in the Air Force when Gulf War started. This is amazing, and I'm convinced. That's funny, Daryl. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty fun. Like, it just blows my mind too, right? I mean, for what it's worth, it's definitely interesting. Okay, Carol, you're up next. You wrote a book on art and read tarot. No way. Oh my gosh, Todd, that's crazy. Literally in your name. Like, is that unbelievable? Like me with my music, my sound sanctuary. I do sound healing. I play the flute. Like I've always been like brought into music. My boyfriend is a DJ. Like, stop. It's crazy, right? Tarita changes it to 72 equals 9. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at Carol Marie Vincent. We have some words coming out. Real, nice, calm, moral, clear, clean, alert. Uh, those are beautiful words. And creation, creative, cart, train, trace, travel, marine, romance, romantic, carnival, inertia, mentor. Now the spiritual words are interesting. Oracle, flare, calm, center, creative, romantic. There's marine again, ocean, water energy, which kind of gives me like Atlantis vibes, right? So your lexigram style phrases for Carol are a creative oracle, a calm, clear mentor, beautiful, romantic travel, a real nice moral heart, all of that, art, travel, romance, a rational, creative mind. So that is pretty amazing, Carol. See, it's wild. Like you think, there's nothing in my name, and then you see, and it's like literally spelled out. Pretty fantastic. Okay, so we're looking for Rita. Please try, which is my mom's name. Love that name, Rita. I don't meet too many Ritas actually. So we have Rita May. Go ahead and try that one. We'll let that cook for a bit. Let's see if I got everybody's name. Um, Mireille. Okay, you need help. I'm gonna keep that name handy. I think I've got everybody covered. Yeah, we did Jamil. Okay, perfect. It's just kind of getting everybody caught up. See what we can find, and feel free to drop any more cool words that you find. Also, if you guys have any, like where we're learning with Daryl, like how much this resonated with the Air Force and Gulf War, all of that, and then Todd literally wrote a book on tarot, right, and on art. Like if you guys are finding these things to make sense, happy to share that with the group because this is just kind of reiterating how powerful this is. So okay, now Rita, let's see what we find for you. We see radiant. Wow, radiant is literally in your name all the way. Native, heart, earth. Wow, aura. There's another aura in the room. Wow, true. Here, marina, rave, give, aim. Some life path action words. We have train, aviate, which means to fly. Very cool that this one appears. A thrive, separate words, all valid. Again, hear, hearing, navigate. actually native, let's see, value, rights, aka ritual. You do energy work to help people clear their aura, Amber? Wow, fantastic. We have mystical words for you. We have aura, radiant, earth, heart. Another earth heart here. What's the chance of that? Right, aka ritual. Native, Virga, aviate, to could mean ascend, uplift. Hear, ear could be intuition. So when we have all the little words put together, we have a radiant aura, a true heart, a heart in earth, a right again, a radiant native aura. I hear again, a rave aura, aim, hear, rise. And the most poetic one is a radiant aura, a true heart in earth. Like, wow, that's just mind blowing. Fantastic. Love that. Avatar. Yes. Wow. Beautiful. You did find that one. Love that one for you. So Amber, that totally resonates. Love that. Who did I miss? If you want to drop your name again in the chat, I think we just have Mira left. Let's try this one. I just want to give everybody a chance. We have a few minutes left here. I think everybody's loving this because we can totally see how not only our name is resonating, but even our friends here. So yeah, if you need your name, feel free to drop it in the chat. I think I got everybody though, but excuse me and thank you. Oh, nice. Yeah. So, pretty cool stuff. So let's keep on. Let's see. So what's fascinating, of course, is that these words often reveal our gifts. They also can reveal our challenges or life themes. So like, let's say you see words like fear or war. Of course, don't worry. They're not negative. They simply show energies you're meant to transform into, maybe courage or peace. Every letter, every word in your name has a purpose. It's part of your vibrational journey. So now that we've seen three powerful layers of your name, right? The sound, the tone that your name carries, the number, the frequency of your destiny, and the words, right? The symbols and the stories within the letters. Now, when you bring all of those together, you start to see your soul signature, right? The energetic blueprint your higher self designed before you were even born. So in our next session, we're going to explore how your birth name, your soul name, and your brand or chosen name, your world name, can carry different vibrations and how to align them so your external identity matches your inner truth. So again, now that you've discovered the vibrations and hidden messages within your personal name, let's take this deeper into how your name energy plays out in the world through your brand or chosen name, right? So you see, your birth name is your soul vibration. It carries the energy of who you are at your core, the blueprint your spirit chose for this lifetime. But your brand name, however, is your expression vibration, right? It's how your energy translates into the outer world, how people experience your light, message, and mission. So think of it like this. Your birth name is the song of your soul, where your brand name is the remix you share with the world. So when both harmonize, when your inner purpose matches your outward expression, your work feels magnetic, aligned, and effortless. So have you ever noticed that when you say the name of your business out loud, it either feels expansive and inspired or slightly off, like something's missing? That's your energy body responding to its vibration. So let's do some real life examples, right? My brand names, we can say. So when I first created my digital marketing agency, I created the name Web Strategy Plus. So the vibration of that name carried the energy of the number 8. And the number 8 is the archetype of power, leadership, and success. And that obviously made perfect sense because this was my corporate facing agency, grounded, strategic, and results driven. And again, I created that name before I knew anything about numerology. I just so happened to create that business name and I reverse engineered it and I found out that that was a very powerful name to create. Now, later I founded My Peace Guru, which vibrates to a 6 energy. And lo and behold, that brings in love, service, harmony, and healing, which is totally aligned with my soul's purpose of helping people find peace and harmony. And I again named it not really knowing, but ended up being that that is what that resonates with. And then there's the Sacred Sound Sanctuary, right? And that one carries the frequency of, guess what? 11. This is a master number for spiritual awakening, intuition, and light work. So it literally reflects my higher calling to share sound healing, vibration, and energetic wisdom. So just take a moment. Like, is that not amazing? So if you want to add up the numbers for your business, you can start to understand how even the names you've given other things have a vibration, right? So each name tells a story. And together, obviously, they reflect the full expression of my soul mission. It's blending strategy, spirituality, and service. So now I want you guys to reflect on your own journey. Write down these two names side by side in your notebook, right? Write down your birth name, AKA your soul name, and then your brand name, your world name, or the name that you're considering for a project or business, right? Now, I want you to take a deep breath and say each name out loud. Notice how you feel in your body, right? So like Michelle Hummel is on this side, and then I have my peace guru on the other. Does one feel softer or more powerful? Does one feel more me and the other more mission? And or do they harmonize perfectly together? So just something to think about, like when you have your business name versus your birth name, like how do they feel, right? So this simple exercise basically helps you sense alignment. And when your outer name resonates with your inner energy, everything flows, right? From attracting clients to expressing your message with clarity. So go ahead and share in the chat which name feels stronger or more aligned right now, your birth name or your brand name, right? So I'll go ahead and take a look. Like I have a lot of brands. I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur. So I have Web Strategy Plus, Franchise Success Team, My Peace Guru, Social Media Magnet Academy, Web Media University, lots of things. So brand name, married name, perfect. Feel connected to my brand name, Amber. My biz name is Amber Dean and coachingbyamber.com. Okay, so I would add up Coaching by Amber because that's a brand as well, right? Something you can think about. All right. So when you understand both names, your soul vibration and your world vibration, you can consciously choose to align them. So if your brand name feels too logical or disconnected, you can shift it to carry more heart energy. And if it feels too floaty or soft, you can ground it with structure or purpose. So you're not just choosing a name, right? You're choosing an energetic portal for your purpose to move through. So in the next section, we're going to talk about something even more interesting, right? We're going to talk about understanding the energetic blueprints between you and the people around you, right? We're going to look at family frequency blueprinting. This is how the names of your partners, your parents, or children reveal shared lessons and soul connections, right? So this is called family frequency blueprinting. So now that we've explored our personal name, our brand name, and how they carry different energetic signatures, let's go ahead and take it a step further into your family frequency blueprint. So just as each of us has our own soul vibration, our family members do too. So when we look at the names within a family, we can start to see energetic patterns of harmony, balance, karmic lessons, and shared gifts that weave your family together at a soul level. So every family, biological or chosen, has its own collective vibration. It's like a chord in music, right? Each name is a note, and together they form a frequency that represents the family shared soul mission. So when we understand that, we stop seeing relationships as random and start seeing them as divine orchestration. So for example, you might notice that you and your mother share similar letters or numbers. So perhaps you both carry the vibration of 2, which would be partnership and peace, or 6, which would equal nurturing and responsibility. So that could mean that your souls came together to learn lessons in harmony and love. Or you might have a sibling whose full name is full of 5s, which equal freedom, change, and adventure, while yours centers on 4 energy, which is structure and stability. So that shows you balance each other. One expands and the other grounds. So let me kind of share with you my Hummel family blueprint, right? So this is pretty freaking amazing. I'll be honest. Like when I started diving into this, I was blown away. Okay. So in my family, we have a beautiful mix of creative, spiritual, and leadership vibrations. So my name, Michelle, resonates with the number 7. So that equals the seeker, the spiritual teacher, and the one drawn to wisdom and introspection. And my mother's name carries a 6 vibration, which is nurturing, loving, and service oriented. And my father's name aligns with 8, which stands for leadership, drive, and ambition. So when you put those energies together, right, 6, 7, and 8, it forms a natural evolution of energy of love, wisdom, and power. So it perfectly mirrors how our family dynamics plays out. So my mom's compassion, my dad's discipline, and my role as the connector between the two, bridging heart and mind. So I used to think those differences cause tension, but now I see how they were designed to balance each other, right? A soul contract in action. So now it's your turn to play with this, right? So write down the first names of 2 or 3 people closest to you, right? This could be family, your partner, your children, or your chosen tribe. Step 1. Step 2, next to each name, write the expression number you calculated earlier, or just the dominant letters that stand out if you haven't added them up yet. And then look for patterns, step 3, right? Do you notice repeats, like several names within the same first letter or same number vibration, right? So this is something that you can really focus on. And if you want to go ahead and share it in the chat, what patterns or similarities did you notice? Maybe everyone in your family's name starts with the same letter, which is funny because like that's what my uncle did, Billy, Brandy, Brooke, and Brenda, right? And they all have similar energy numbers, right? So it's all very fascinating. When you look at your family through this lens, you start to see what we call soul contracts behind the scenes, right? Some people come into our lives to teach us balance. Others mirror our strengths or challenge our growth. And often the clues are literally right there in the sound and energy of their names. So again, instead of asking, why are we so different, right? We can start to ask, what harmony were we meant to create together, right? So definitely, yes. How can we get a copy of this recording? Thank you for asking, Daryl. So I'm actually going to put this recording inside this Sacred Sound Sanctuary. And if you aren't a member yet, it is a free group that I've created. Type a yes if you are part of my Sacred Sound Sanctuary. I'm just curious if anybody came there from that place. If not, that's totally fine. That is a free community that I've created. I'm going to drop a link to it. Oh, perfect. Amber, thank you and welcome back. I do recognize some of the folks here. You've attended lots of my webinars. I love doing all of these, as you can tell. They're just so much fun for me. But if you haven't joined the Sacred Sound Sanctuary, we welcome you there. I will be adding a section for this recording. And because I have so many passions, like last week, I think I taught about feng shui, and then previous to that, crystal grids, and next workshop I'll probably do is about divine feminine and divine masculine dating and how we can build better relationships and how to channel our best, most perfect selves, if you will, at least their most highly attuned people. So I have a lot to teach you guys essentially. And every time I do these webinars, I put them inside the Sacred Sound Sanctuary because then you have access to them. And I add other bonus things in there because I'm just having fun, frankly, with it. It's a lot of fun for me to build this community. Okay, all but one have 5 letters in their name. Interesting. Wow. Okay, Rita, that's interesting. Definitely thank you for sharing that. So yeah, a lot of good insight here from this. So, again, as we close out this journey, I want to guide you through a short integration, reflection, if you will, to kind of go over everything we've explored today, from your letter vibrations to your soul and brand names to your family frequency, right? So we'll seal it with a simple affirmation and give you access to the bonus tools that you'll find inside the Sacred Sound Sanctuary. So some of the bonus tools that I'm going to add in there is obviously the numbers, right? I'm going to create a little chart for you inside the Sacred Sound Sanctuary so you have a reference that you can go into to calculate these at any moment. And also some other little bonus items that I can put in there that would be helpful for you on your journey to understanding your numerology and all of that good stuff. So I just want you guys to take a deep breath in with me. Let it out slowly. We've just gone on a beautiful journey together through the sound, symbolism, and vibration of your name. You've explored your sacred letters, decoded your expression number, uncovered hidden words, and even mapped the energies in your family and even your personal brand. So let's take a few moments to integrate all that insight and anchor it into your heart, right? So let's just close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a slow inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now whisper your first name softly just once. Listen to how it sounds and how it feels, right? That sound is a reflection of your soul, the vibration your spirit chose to represent your energy in this lifetime. Okay? Now think about one word or phrase that sums up what your name means to you now after this experience. Maybe it's love, truth, power, peace, or expression. Whatever comes, trust that it's perfect, right? So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea about this. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for being here today and allowing me to guide you through this experience. I truly believe that when we understand the vibration of our name, we reclaim our power to speak life into our purpose. And again, you're not here by accident. Your name is a divine signature of why you're on this planet right now, right? Pretty freaking amazing, actually, to see all the beautiful words and even phrases that we've uncovered for our names this evening. A lot of beautiful angels have been with me this evening, a lot of beautiful auras. And I'm just amazed at all these wonderful people that I am attracting to my life right now. So thank you for being here. Like I said, If you guys, before we go, I'd love to hear one word in the chat that captures how you feel right now after our, workshop today. Maybe the word is inspired, peaceful, curious, aligned. I'll take a look at some of the words, that are resonating for you guys today. Love to see those beautiful words: excited, angelic. This was great. Thank you so much, Jamila, Renisha, Amber. Appreciate you guys. Belinda, thank you. Carol, thank you. Thank you, Mira. Loving this. So, yeah, I'm so happy you guys enjoyed this. I needed this at this time. Oh, that gives me chills. I'm so happy to hear that, Daryl. Beautiful. Yeah. So resonation. Yeah. Interested, angelic, excited. This was fun. Yeah, it actually was a lot of fun, right? It's super fun. So, yeah, thank you guys again for all your time, for being part of this sacred circle. Until next time, I believe my next workshop is going to be astrocartography, which is going to talk about your natal chart and where you will be most powerful in the world. Another really cool, exciting topic. So, again, until next time, may you speak your truth, sing your soul's song, and live in harmony with your divine name frequency. Namaste.